1. Black bear attack in Wisconsin. DNR investigates Barron County incident. 2. Bear attack in Barron County. What you need to know. 3. Wisconsin bear attack. Woman injured. Search ongoing. 1. Black bear attack in Wisconsin. DNR investigates Barron County incident. In a recent incident, a black bear attack occurred in Comstock, Wisconsin, resulting in one person injured and in stable condition. According to a release from the Barron County Sheriff's Office, the victim reported the incident around 2 p.m. near the town of Comstock. Barron County deputies and officers from the city of Cumberland initially responded to the 911 call. Local DNR wardens and staff from the USDA Wildlife Services also arrived and, while searching for the bear in question, discovered a cub in a tree, indicating the attack involved a sow and cub. DNR wardens, USDA wildlife staff, and a trained bear hound dog attempted to locate the bear, but failed to identify it. Efforts to capture the bear are ongoing, with several bear traps set at the scene, as authorities aim to euthanize the bear and assess its condition. The victim, identified as 69-year-old Karen Fry, was transported to Regions Hospital in St. Paul, Minnesota. The DNR confirmed her recovery and stable condition in a later release. While preliminary reports indicate the bear exhibited a sustained series of aggression toward her, officials note that this behavior may have been driven by the bear's protective instincts toward her cubs. No further details are available. 2. Bear attack in Barron County. What you need to know. In a startling reminder of nature's unpredictable behavior, a woman in Barron County is currently in stable condition after a rare bear attack, highlighting the thin line between everyday wildlife encounters and dangerous encounters that can turn serious. While most people might believe that bear attacks are extremely infrequent, recent incidents show they do happen, albeit rarely. But here's where it gets controversial. What causes these sudden aggressive outbursts from animals traditionally seen as shy or elusive? Every year in Wisconsin, between 1 and 2 black bear attacks on humans are reported, according to the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, DNR. These incidents are exceptional, but this past weekend, a woman was seriously injured in Barron County when a bear attacked her outside her residence, prompting concern and a swift response from authorities. Fortunately, she was hospitalized but remains in stable condition. Locals who live nearby are used to spotting bears. Chad Olson, a resident of Comstock, mentioned that he estimates seeing about 7 or 8 bears in his yard this year alone, and he's just 2 miles from the scene of the attack. Barron County, in particular, seems to have a reputation for frequent bear sightings, with Cumberland resident John Wood observing bears about once or twice every week during summer months. However, despite regular sightings, actual bear attacks on humans are an uncommon occurrence. John would express surprise at the incident, admitting he had never heard of a bear attacking a person before. Likewise, Chad Olson emphasized that such attacks are not typical, stating, "That doesn't happen very often, it really doesn't," suggesting that this incident was quite unusual. On Saturday, the attack involved 69-year-old Karen Fry near her home outside Comstock. While she was injured, her condition was stable, and she was treated at a hospital. The DNR revealed that since 2013, there have been only 15 documented bear attacks on people in the state, with the Barron County case being one of them. The exact reason behind this attack remains unclear. Despite extensive efforts, authorities weren't able to locate the attacking bear. However, they did find a bear cub in a tree nearby, which might suggest certain behavioral triggers. Experts note that such attacks are often linked to young bears venturing away from their mothers, especially during certain times of the year. Andrew Tree, who leads bear management efforts in Minnesota, explained that late summer is a period when bear cubs are often expelled from their mother's territory. This natural process can result in bears wandering into unfamiliar or human-inhabited areas, an unsettling development for nearby residents. It's also the time when moms kick out those yearlings, Tree added, indicating that these young bears might be more inclined to come close to human spaces. So, what should you do if you find yourself face-to-face with an aggressive bear? The DNR recommends staying calm and making your presence known. Experts advise making noise, yelling, and appearing as large as possible to scare the bear away. Chad Olson pointed out that bears are probably more afraid of people than we believe, emphasizing the importance of respecting their space and avoiding surprise encounters. Officials also noted that the bear involved in the attack exhibited sustained aggression, which increases the risk of another attack. Consequently, authorities plan to track down this particular bear with the aim of capturing and euthanizing it to prevent further incidents. This event raises a significant question. How should we balance our respect for wildlife with the need to protect human safety? And what are your thoughts on the steps we should take when dealing with wild animals that display aggressive behavior? Do you agree with current management practices, or do you think different approaches could be more effective? Share your opinions in the comments. Discussions like these are vital as we continue to coexist with our wild neighbors. 3. Wisconsin bear attack, woman injured, search ongoing. A shocking turn of events unfolded in rural Wisconsin as a 69-year-old woman was left with severe injuries after a harrowing encounter with a black bear. The incident, which occurred near Comstock in Barron County, has sparked urgent efforts by wildlife authorities to locate the animal responsible. But here's where it gets tricky. The bear isn't just a lone threat, it may have been protecting its young. Let's unpack what we know and why this situation raises important questions about coexisting with wildlife. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, DNR, reported the attack took place around 2 p.m. on Saturday, July 12, 2025. While the woman was rushed to a hospital for treatment, her current condition remains undisclosed. Authorities have mobilized a multi-agency response, including local DNR wardens and the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, to track down the bear. During their search, they discovered a cub hiding in a nearby tree, a detail that adds complexity to the case. If the bear is a mother protecting her offspring, this could explain its aggressive behavior, a scenario that often fuels debates about how to handle such encounters. What's still unclear? The exact circumstances leading to the attack haven't been fully disclosed. However, officials have set traps in the area and confirmed their plan to euthanize the bear if captured, citing the need to assess its health and prevent future incidents. This decision has already sparked controversy. Should lethal measures always be the default, or are there alternatives like relocation that could work? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you support this approach, or do you believe there's a better way to balance human safety and animal welfare? To help prevent similar incidents, Wisconsin authorities have shared practical safety tips. For homeowners and campers, minimizing food attractants is key. Bird feeders should be used sparingly, ideally only in winter, and hung at least 10 feet high and 5 feet away from trees or walls. If a bear finds your feeder, remove it immediately. Secure garbage bins, keep pet food indoors, and clean grills thoroughly to avoid drawing curious bears. And if you spot a bear near your home, create noise to scare it off, yell, bang pots, or use a car horn. Motion-activated sprinklers or lights can also deter them. Encountering a bear in the wild requires calm, deliberate action. Never run or play dead, as these reactions can trigger a chase or defensive attack. Instead, stand your ground, speak firmly, and slowly back away while keeping an escape route open for the bear. If attacked, fight back with whatever tools you have. Bear spray is ideal, but rocks or sticks can also work. Remember, Black bears typically avoid humans, but they'll defend cubs or react if they feel cornered. Digging deeper into the bigger picture, the USDA handles around 500 to 600 bear-related complaints annually in Wisconsin. Most are resolved by simply removing attractants like trash or food sources. Only when these measures fail do authorities resort to trapping and relocating bears. Yet, despite these efforts, black bear attacks on humans remain exceptionally rare. In fact, Wisconsin has never recorded a human fatality from a bear attack, a statistic that highlights how uncommon these incidents truly are. With an estimated 24,000 black bears roaming the state, mainly in the northern two-thirds, experts emphasize that these animals are opportunistic eaters. They thrive on a mix of natural foods and human leftovers, which is why managing attractants is so critical. The Wisconsin DNR stresses that while bears generally steer clear of people, conflicts can arise when humans encroach on their habitat, or when bears feel threatened, especially during mating season, or when cubs are nearby. So what's next? Authorities will continue their search for the bear, but this incident serves as a reminder: living in bear country requires vigilance and respect for these wild neighbors. As we navigate the delicate balance between safety and conservation, one question lingers: how can we protect both people and bears in a world where their paths increasingly cross? Share your perspective below. Let's keep the conversation going.